April 16th, 2018, Monday. So, the storm that blew through here yesterday was worse than I thought it was. There was a tornado in downtown Greensboro. Tore a lot of stuff up, and unfortunately killed somebody. It was bad. You can go see images and videos. It's bad. And I'm thankful that I wasn't there. I'm thankful that the worst of it was here, but I'm not happy that it happened in a populated area. I'm not happy that people are hurt and people, have damage and all of that, and I'm not happy that somebody died. I guess I'll just be thankful that it wasn't even worse. But that, I suppose, isn't the only storm that's been a brewing and a blowing and all that. Which is why I have this whole vlog series. My storm of a brain keeps going off. It's about a lot of stuff that it's always warned about. Probably worst case scenario with, or at least worst fear with me cutting back the money I'm giving Chris came true. He was almost in a real bind that he couldn't get out of. One of his friends helped. It still bothers me so much that I had to do that, and that just reinforced it. I do still maintain hope that he'll. Well, my phone's not acting right now, so. But when I do get my phone working correct again, then I'll get a call or a text of, hey, I got a job, and Alex got a job, and that everything's better. I've been hoping that for several months now, and I still do. There's no point to be pessimistic. There's no point to say, oh, it'll never happen, because it will at some point. And I've potentially stayed already due to me just being kind of dumb and not paying attention to all my finances as close as I should have, and being as strict as I probably should have, and just kept assuming that everything would just work out. It all kind of just crashed down really hard. Came to a worse than unceremonious end when I had to start getting counseling for my mental health stuff. Sorry, I'm still trying to count how often I've been billed for it. I probably need to go check that again. I think I'm right. That might be wrong on something else. I suppose the next month or so, month and a half, will probably be very telling for if my budget's in a good place or not, or if I need to tweak it some more. unfortunately I might have to tweak it some more, which I'll try to not make it a slash again to what I give Chris, but it might need to be. Because I've looked into just consolidating a bunch of loans into one payment, and I'm not sure if it was just I kept looking at, I forgot what it was that I looked at. Some way that I was looking at it possibly being done just led to me probably paying about what I'm paying now with no significant immediate cut. In the long run, it'd be less interest, but I don't have a issue with the long term. I have an issue with the right now to get to the long term. And it's possible I just have to just get a loan that says, alright, well, you are almost 5 years away from being done with none of it. Yeah, now you're 10 years away again. But it's less interest, less payment, whatever. Or I just end up costing myself more money in the long run, which I'd be able to be financially secure right now, which I guess is all I really want. I guess I gotta look into that again, because I don't want to cut Chris's help again. I don't. Being told that others couldn't help out of the blue, whether that's, I'm going to assume that it's just people just for a reason couldn't help at that moment. It wasn't out of malicious intent. It was just they suddenly couldn't help, or they couldn't help at that time. That was worst case scenario. That was what I feared. That's why I desperately didn't want to. It's like well, up until a few months ago, I could do it. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, I wouldn't be saving as much every month, but whatever. I had the capital to withstand it. Now I don't. Or more of a correction. I'd have the capital to keep supporting it for only a little bit longer, and then it would run out. I've got several bills that are going to go up in a few months. I'm almost certain that my power bill is going to go up. When's probably if gas goes up at some point as the winter months come by, or maybe it goes down. I'm not sure which way it goes. Let's just assume worst case scenario it goes up for whatever reason. It's possible some groceries might get more expensive because it's winter time, and rent might go up. It's probably liable to they're renovating a lot of stuff. I don't know if I have the capital on hand to go pay all the expenses I would need to move again. Because you need money orders for some of that stuff, which I learned the hard way when moving into this place. Try to put on a credit card. It's got to be money. It's got to be debit card or cash. Which was fine. I knew I had the money on hand. I want to keep looking over my budget over and over again. I want to keep finding what's the thing that I missed. I want to calculate. I want to see that, oh, I overcharged myself too much in my estimates, and this is what it actually is, and all of that. And I want to just hope that I just go look to redo loans, and there's some magical thing that is going going to be, well, in 10 years I'll have it paid off and all of that. I want it to be that it's not where I really want to have made a mistake. I really do wish I had made a mistake in my finances. I hope that I have somehow, some way. Unfortunately, as much as I've looked at it, I haven't. Unfortunately, I'm probably exactly correct. What I'm hopeful for is that if I do have to cut back what I give to Chris again, that it's a lot less. Although it wasn't like, he was just making it. It sounded like it was just like plump. People couldn't help whatever reason. Yeah, I'm being prideful. I'm making about as much as my dad ever made. And I'm just supposed to support myself. Yet here I am worrying that I can't help somebody else. And some of that can be placed on the fact that probably the amount that I'm giving to Chris right now is about what I'm paying for my student loans and for my car loan. Whether that's, you want to read that as I am giving too much, or we're going to read it as that debt's too much and it's not fair and it's bad and annoying or whatever. It's a lot of money. If you're to lump credit cards payments back in there, you're looking at that amount was about what I was giving to Chris before. And that wasn't quite half of my money every month at that point, but I could probably ramble for another 5 minutes about it. Just because I want to find a way. I want to find a way right now, not one where it's like, well, next month. I don't want it to be next month. I want it to be now. I want it to be that now I know it's done and it's good. I don't have to wait until next month to see how much it took and, to have it survive combat with the enemy and all that. I want it to be that I do it now and it's good. Right now I do have this war in my head. I have the good person in me that's like, well, of course don't starve, but, just something to try to see what you can do, see if there is some luxury you're not aware of that you can cut back on. Whereas the other part of me that goes, no, you helping him is your choice. It isn't absolutely necessary for your survival. So I guess it's survival versus kindness. It's the worst case scenario of my dad versus my mom. I don't like that battle. That battle sucks. There needs to be a balance, yes. Because let's say I just went to the cheapest food I could find. Whatever that is, let's assume that it's a bunch of microwave food. At some point, that diet would catch up with me. And I think it has a few times too, with some bad indigestion. I'm going to keep looking at my budget with a critical eye. I'm going to just see if I can find something, anything that I'm missing. And just look at loan refinancing again, see if I can get some immediate cutback on it, because I think I'm close. I think. I don't need to be swimming in like $300 of black ink, if it's a little bit of money, but every once in a while it becomes more than that. I know my expenses aren't going to spike, then I can do that. But I'm also unsure about how much some of these other expenses are going to go up. And some of these expenses, it's not like, well, it only goes up by $5 at most. It's like, it could be any amount, and there's no telling. So they were just small increases, they add up. I'm going to keep looking at my budget. And if I need to bait my mind about whether I wanted to go do something fun or not, I think I answered my own question. It was a big thing I wanted to do, I'm not doing it. Unless I know that there's a true solution to this problem, whether that's Chris having a lot of money finally, or Chris having a job. That's really probably the only real solution that I'll accept. Because I'm not going to assume that I'll just magically fall into like $5,000 more a month or something. I highly doubt that, at least not now. But yeah, self, you're making this much, and you're actually having to really be careful with your budget. One day you won't have to, but that day is not today. You're doing good. Definitely try to do better, but you're doing good, you're doing what you can, legitimately. I'm doing good. Work was good. I know my next big assignment for work, so I'm safe. My family and friends are safe from all the storms and all that. Chris has got food in his stomach, and there's a way to make sure that he and company aren't going to starve. And maybe I'm on the verge of seeing that my budget can maintain this level without having to cut anything. But I'll still try to cut stuff anyway. I'll try to refinance stuff if I can anyway, if it's going to be for a positive. For the most part, today was good. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.